Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great Saturday. And thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, guys, is part 2 of the ultimate look at Man-at-Arms here, guys. Looking at every version of Man-at-Arms in the collection, guys, thanks to Pixel Dan and what I've been able to collect, in my collection, guys. Alright? Now, part 1, if you don't see a figure here, focused on the vintage version of Man-at-Arms, the 2000X line version, right? And every Origins figure I have of Man-at-Arms so far I've been able to collect. Alright, now today's review will be the CGI versions, alright, and the Masters versions as well, okay, and anything else I have in the collection, guys, alright, through Funko Pops or anything else, guys, alright. Now, if you are new to my channel or first time watching, hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope you will hit that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. Hit that notification bell when you upload new videos, and please share this video. It was a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's continue our look at Man-at-Arms, alright? And like I said yesterday, guys, I have no doubt, no doubt, we'll get more versions of Man-at-Arms in Masterverse, in Origins, especially in the Thundercats line, probably in the Vintage Collection. I'm hoping to get, for the first time ever, the movie variant with Teela from the 87 movie in Masterverse. Alright? With the new movie coming just around the corner in 2026, and 2026, I would love to see that version in Masterverse form and Origins form as well. If the cartoon collection is ending, we might get the 2000X version of him in Origins form. I'm kind of curious about the look about that figure. Alright. So hang on. Get my stuff ready to go here. Alright, we're going to take a look at the Classics form right here. And once again, this is through Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics, guys. Right here. I'm not being promoted here, guys, but I'm going to show you real fast, guys. This is the book right here. The Toys of the Master of the Universe right here. This really cool guide and encyclopedia that ranges from the vintage version all the way up to the Super 7 line. It stops where the Classic line, where the Origins line starts, basically. But here we go, guys. Came out in 2009. This is the Man-at-Arms right here, in Classics form right here. And you can see they have the 2000X sword right here, He-Man sword here. This is very interesting. Here he's in packaging right there. And a little fun factoid right there. I'm going to pause that. You can read that right there if you want to. And then there he is, front to back, side to side. Alright. Now the next version of Man-at-Arms I want to show you guys is right here. This one to me has more of that 2000X vibe to him. Because that's where in the 2000X cartoon he had that ponytail. And that kind of reminds me right there of him. But this one is interesting because it's included with the Battle Ram. He is. So that'd be kind of interesting. That'd be kind of cool if, we get the Battle Ram with a figure and it could be Man-at-Arms, like the Classics version. I'm kind of curious if they do that as well. Because we still need the Battle Ram. That's another vintage vehicle we still need in the Origins collection is the Battle Ram. There he is, front to back right there, side to side. Good. Alright, now moving on to my collection, guys. Alright. First things first, guys, before we get any started, let's look at some of my Funko Pops, guys. Alright. So here we are. These are my two versions of Man-at-Arms I have in my collection, guys. The original version from Funko over here, and his Snake variant, which I was hoping that, as much as I'm kind of iffy on the Snake bin line, it would have been kind of cool because we got the version of Teela mutated in the Snake Woman form, Snake form. That would have been pretty cool if Origins would have given us the Snake variant of Man-at-Arms in Origins. I think that would be kind of cool. But there's both versions right there for the side right there. Alright. Now moving on to the CGI versions. So there's a few here I've got, right? Not a whole lot. Here's his single carded form here. And this was a very different take, as you know. The CGI form is a different form, is a different look and imagination, or retelling, I guess I can say, of this universe here. This is a much younger version of Man-at-Arms. They're very young variants here. He's not father to Teela. It's a lot of different, the same. I wouldn't say the same like look. I mean, different look, but it's different telling. Like I guess I'm saying that over and over again, but a very interesting, look at him right here. There he is, right there. I love the blue. I love the blue. Scepter right there. He's got the orange type armor, not yellow, right there. They do bring back that kind of that old school attack feature, man at arms, right there. All right. Now this version here, I'm gonna show you right here because they're identical here, guys. It's just in a bigger form here, guys. I think this is like a 10-inch form right here of man at arms. All right. Unfortunately, you can't see the head sculpt in this form right here, or the face sculpts, because I like that, the holographic look right there. You can see through the mask right there. This one you cannot, but it's the same exact figure. I mean, oh, minus because this one has the blue type of club, head. This one is all orange right here. All right. And last but not least, guys, there was one other variant of Man at Arms in the CGI line that I have in my collection, guys. Let's see if I can get these right here. And it's this form right here with the Sky Sled motorcycle right here. This form right here is all blue. You can still see that face sculpt right there. All right, kind of matches the blue of the Sky Sled motorcycle here. All right. Alright, but there's all the CGI look right there of him. Like I said, a very different, a retelling of this iconic figure here. Alright. I think I lost. Alright. Alright. Now, with Masterverse, because there is 4 different variants of Man-at-Arms in Masterverse, guys. So where to start? Well, let's save the best for last, okay? All right. So let's start with this version right here of Man-at-Arms right here from the Revelation show right here. This is a very, very good representation of Man-at-Arms here, guys. All right. And I love the big window box, guys. I love these two, but look at the big window box. You can display the figure beautifully. But there he is right there from the Revelation show in the first half right here. Looking good right there. Comes with extra hands, of course. Looking good. Got the Revelation logo here. Got the beautiful artwork as well. Alright. This is before, hell breaks loose and everything, goes to shit. And pretty much he gets, kicked out and banished through the kingdom here. This is probably when he was watching his daughter become the new Man-at-Arms. In the cartoon, or just in general. This is what he looked like, in his form right here, looking great. Artwork looks amazing right there. All right. And then you get Man-at-Arms right there. But a solid figure right here, and one of the coolest. All right. And for the longest time, there's every version of Man-at-Arms is amazing, in Masterverse. And for a minute there, for a hot minute there, this was probably one of my favorite versions of him. All right, but the next two are amazing, very cool. All right, now the next one is interesting, okay, because we got a mini deluxe version of him, packaging with him. All right, and here he is right here. Of course, he's right here. All right, oh sorry, got my finger in the way. All right, and it's this version right here. From the same Revelation show, right? Now, this form of Man-at-Arms is he's been banished from the kingdom. He's been disgraced in a way. He lost his title of Man-at-Arms. He's pretty much like a hermit. Still helping people, but he still helps people. He's still a good person in heart. And the packaging, you get a multiple array of armor and looks to him. 2 head sculpts. This giant, and this kind of reminds me of the Halo ray gun, but you got the ray gun type thing right here. You got, another blaster here, multiple hands, a soft, good cloak as well. All right. And they kind of kept that same kind of armor right there from his original version right there. All right. But for me, it would be kind of cool, right? Because at this point in his life, guys, let me know. What do you think about this? In this part of his life, all right, in the cartoon, he's been banished from the kingdom. The King Brandar has kicked him out because he finds out about Prince Adam and He-Man, and now they're dead. And so, he's been disgraced. He's been kicked out of the kingdom. I don't think he should be called Man-at-Arms, because that title was going to be with Teela. I mean, sure, he's still Man-at-Arms in a way, but Teela was going to be taking that, that title of the new Man-at-Arms figure. I don't know if you can be two Man-at-Arms in the kingdom. I don't know. That's a very interesting title and very, special title, for Master Universe, in the world of Eternia. So, to me, I think this should have been Duncan. The name should have been Duncan, not Man-at-Arms. That's just me. That's my opinion, all right? Because, like I said, he's been disgraced. He's no longer a part of the Eternian Palace Guard or anything to do with the royal family. He's been kicked out of the kingdom. So I think they should have made the title not Man-at-Arms, all right, but Duncan, all right? But there you go. A nice shot right there. Glamour shot right there. There he is. A nice shot right there. That's a really nice shot right there. The heroic master of weapons now. Looking good. Alright. Back around. There we go. And then here he is right there. Looking good. I love the soft good cape, of course. The multiple weapons here. The cannon, the blaster, you name it, guys. Even this little shoulder blade right here. I mean, so cool. I mean, just a cool looking version of Man-at-Arms here, guys. A fun version as well. Try to get his cannon here, right there. But very cool. And you got the one with or without the head sculpt here, guys. Alright. Which leaves me with two more. Now, the latest version we got in the Revolution show, guys, he gets back in good graces with the kingdom, with King Randor and stuff like that. Oops, you know what, I'm getting him out of the way. Is this version right here, which is the Man of War variant right here from the Revolution show here. A very cool take on him. He's been promoted, all right, because the new Man-at-Arms, which we never got, was Andrea, or yeah, I think her name is Andrea. I think I'm misspelling. I think I'm saying her name wrong. But she becomes the new Man-at-Arms, the friend of Teela, that we saw in the Revelation show. She becomes the new Man-at-Arms, where he becomes the new Man of War version right here. Very cool, and it kind of reminds me of that new Battle for Eternia 4-pack figure. Of that guy, what's his name? Good God, the champion, the Eternian Palace champion, I guess. That reminds me, this version of Duncan here. Very cool, guys. You got the blast effect here, and I love the fact that you got the club now as part of the hand here, and that you can close up and to make a giant club that wraps around the hand here. Very cool. The visor looks great. You can see the see-through right there. Red visor. The white looks beautiful with the gray. All right, looking good. But a fun version of Man-at-Arms, or Man of War, right here. There he is right there. Side shot. There he is. Taking some Horde troopers there. All right. And then, which leads me to my favorite version of Masterverse form of Duncan or Man-at-Arms is the new Eternia version here. There is so many things in this right here of this version of Man-at-Arms. I mean, just absolutely beautiful, amazing. All right, oops. Get this package right here, guys. But there he is right here, guys. From the packaging, and you name it, extra heads, extra helmets, extra weapons and stuff like that. I mean, you have the choice of either, displaying him in that vintage version, to the Lords of Power version, to even the cartoon collection version or the Filmation variant of him. I kind of went more of the Lords of Power look to him in the head with the helmet and the head sculpt as well. It's got this cool like feature of the club right here. But just an amazing version of Man at Arms, guys. Look at that. Look at the side artwork right there. And like I said, you can change it up right there. You can give them different head sculpts right there, the different helmets of choice. You know, you can name it, guys. It's all 3-in-1, basically, versions of Man at Arms. All right. Now, before I go, I want to make sure I did not miss anybody. Well, there was one more, guys, actually. Through Super 7. All right. Came out in 2019, right there. And this is the Super 7 variant, or more of the cartoon collection version of in Super 7, guys. And just like that, you can see with the cartoon collection and with this version, he also comes with the stasis ray right there. Alright, guys. But there you go, guys. There's the ultimate look at Man at Arms Part 1 and 2. Alright. Which one is your favorite version of Man at Arms in your collection, guys? Alright. I'd like to take time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys, with these Part 1 and Part 2 of looking at Man at Arms, alright, throughout the years. Alright. Like, once again, let me know. What's been your favorite version of Duncan in your collection, guys? I'm looking forward to, like I said, future variants of him, especially the Thundercats version. I'm sure we will get him. Anything in Vintage Collection, anything coming up, I'm down for. Especially even those movie variants, I'm looking forward to. Hopefully we'll get in Masterverse and in Origins as well. Alright, so don't forget to hit that notification bell, upload new videos, and hopefully tomorrow, guys, I will have in my hands, it's taking its sweet time, the Wave 1 version of He-Man, which I've never unboxed. So I'm going to be doing an old school unboxing with you guys on the channel, guys, very soon. Alright, so hopefully, so stay tuned, guys. Alright, so I hope everybody has a great Saturday, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Take care, and have a good one, everybody.